Hey guys, what's up? It's Annabelle. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys all my dorm room essentials from when I was dorming at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, but this can go for any college you are going to. It doesn't have to be Manoa, but I hope all these essentials help you guys out when you guys are going dorm shopping and just like when you move in general. So let's just get started with the video. So if you guys don't know, I did attend the University of Hawaii at Manoa my freshman year, first semester of college. I had a roommate. I stayed in the Halealoha Lehua dorms on the 12th floor, if you guys have ever visited the University of Hawaii at Manoa. And if you guys want a whole video talking about my experience going to Manoa, if you guys have any questions, I'm probably going to be doing I'm tweeting out a thing on my Twitter where you guys can ask me questions about what life was like dorming, or even just specifically how life was like at Manoa. So yeah, if you guys want that video, make sure to comment down below and tweet me your questions on Twitter, or you can even Instagram message me, however you'd like to reach me. So the first essential that I found living in the dorm is a mesh shower caddy. I know a lot of people get the plastic ones, which I would not recommend because you know, you're putting all your wet stuff in there, and then you know it can get all gross and gunky at the bottom if you don't let all your stuff dry out. But if you have a mesh shower caddy, I'll link the one that I had. I bought mine from Amazon. I'll link it down below so you guys can go check it out. But it was all mesh, so I was able to hang it on my door rack, and I had a little rug by my closet that the water would just fall on the rug, so it wasn't, you know, it would all dry out for the next day. So I'd really recommend that over a plastic one. Also, shower slippers are a necessity even if you have your own bathroom with other people. I lived on the 12th floor, so basically how it is at UHManoa is you have 12 rooms because they're like circle towers, so there's 6 rooms on one side and 6 rooms on the other side, so it was split up between boys and girls. So 6 boys on one side, and then there's a corridor where there's 2 bathroom stalls on their side, and then ours there's 2 bathrooms, so 12 people get to share 4 bathrooms, and it could get really disgusting. So I just recommend shower slippers. I bought mine at Old Navy for like, I think it was like $1 something. Literally just get cheap flip-flops like that you only use in the shower. I really recommend that. The next thing I would recommend to get is a toaster oven. Me and my roommate bought one, and we like got to eat so much more food in the dorm than just using our meal swipes and stuff. I remember you can bake stuff in it, you know, because you can set the temperature to whatever many degrees, and you know, so it's basically like having a mini oven, you know. So that was really good. I was able to like make like baked salmon, roasted vegetables, like, you know, all that kinds of stuff, and then you can also make toast, obviously. So I just really recommend getting that. It's just like a little small thing, like you don't have to get a big one, just like a little small toaster oven, and you're good. You can like totally eat more food than you would if you just had like a microwave, you know. The next thing I recommend is a Brita water filter. I had mine. I'd also recommend because the mini fridges, it's hard to like have a lot of space in there. So what I did, I had my Brita water filter outside of the fridge, like on my desk, and we would just keep refilling it. And then I had this little canteen kind of like clear container, and we would pour the filtered water into that and put that little thing in the fridge because it took like just the same amount of space as like a water bottle would. And that was really good. I really recommend a Brita water filter, especially if, you know, you don't want to be buying cases and cases of water. If you have a hydro flask, it's really easy to just, you know, go down to the cafeteria when you're having dinner, fill up your hydro flask with ice, and then you'll have ice water for the next days, you know. And even at breakfast you could fill it up with ice and water and stuff like that, and then you could just have ice water all the time. The next thing I'd recommend is command hooks and strips. Even though if if you're not thinking that you'll need anything to hang on command hooks and stuff, I just recommend getting it just in case, because you never know. I ended up getting the little white hooks, and I ended up putting those like all over the room to hang my jewelry, to use to hang towels and other stuff like that. So you know, you never know when you're gonna need it. And also for like when you're decorating your dorm, it's really nice to have the command strips to hang up like pictures, posters, and stuff like that. The next thing I'd recommend is Emergency. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like this little pack, and you mix it with water and you drink it, and it's basically like a vitamin boost. It gives you like, I think it's like 100 milligrams of vitamin C, which is really good to keep your immune system up. It just helps, like, especially when you're feeling like you want to get sick, because at college, you know, one person in your class gets sick or one person in your dorm floor gets sick, and sooner like then everybody gets sick, you know. So it's good to keep Emergency. You know, when you see people around getting sick, you're like, nope, I'm drinking my Emergency and I'm staying healthy, you know. The next thing I recommend is a little knife and cutting board. I don't know if I had it at the time that I did my dorm tour, and I didn't end up doing an updated dorm tour, which I wish I did before I moved out, so you guys could see all the stuff we progressively purchased for our dorm throughout the year. But anyways, yeah, just a little like knife and cutting board set. You know, you can use it to cut fruit, to cut vegetables. It's something you never knew you needed until like you get it and you're like, wow, I actually use this all the time, because me and my roommate did a lot. We used it a lot. The next thing I'd recommend is getting Tide Pods, especially if you're living in a dorm. For me, for us, we were on the 12th floor, so the laundry was just like one flight of stairs up. Or you can, if you're like on the lower floors, you could take an elevator, but we were really close, and it was good that I had Tide Pods. So what I did was I just took like however many loads of laundry I was gonna do, I took like 2 or 3 Tide Pods up instead of taking that big bottle of detergent thing, you know. And yeah, it was so much easier to just use Tide Pods than to lug around the big jug of laundry detergent and stuff. So I'd recommend getting Tide Pods over the bottle detergent. The next thing I'd say is Band-Aids. Band-Aids, literally, you're in college, like, even if you have to get like one of those mini first aid kits from Target that are like $2, that is a lifesaver, because I felt so much walking and I would get blisters and it'd be so uncomfortable. So you know, you just want to take care of yourself when you're in college, because you know your parents aren't gonna be there to like be like, oh my god, you're bleeding, you know. You got to take care of yourself. So just get some Band-Aids, get a little first aid kit, whatever you need to do. The next thing I'd recommend is a 10-foot cord, 10-foot charging cord. You can purchase them on Amazon. You can even get them at like Target and Walmart and stuff, but I purchased mine off Amazon, and you guys don't even know, because in the dorms, the only plug-in was at my desk area. There was no plug-in like by my bed, and you know, I would sleep, I was far away, so I wasn't able to use my phone like when I'm laying down in bed and I needed to charge it. Oh my god, and I needed to charge it. So I purchased a 10-foot cord off of Amazon, and it was the best purchase ever. Even like if you're in an apartment, like you're not living in a dorm, like you're living in your own apartment, I feel like a 10-foot cord is just essential for college, because if you're in a, say you're in a seminar and your phone or your computer is dying, whatever, then you can just take your 10-foot cord, plug it into the wall, and just stretch it across. You know what I mean? Like it is a lifesaver. The next thing I'd recommend is a fan. Literally, it doesn't matter where you go to school. It could literally be the coldest, but I've heard stories about like different states, especially if you go to UHManoa. It is hot as heck in the dorms, literally so hot. Like me and my roommate, sometimes we couldn't even sleep because it was so hot. It's crazy. So just buy a little fan. I know there was this girl actually in our tower. She had 6 fans, like literally like 3 on her roommate's desk, 3 on hers, and then she had like the mini fan clips that you hook onto like the dresser and stuff. She had that all blowing on her because they were all so like hot in their dorm, and I was like, oh my god. So me and my roommate actually We only had 2 fans for our room, but it was still so hot, so I'd recommend just getting a fan. If we didn't have a fan, I would just die. The next thing I'd recommend is getting a power strip plug with USB ports in it. I had 2 of those. I bought a twin pack from Amazon. I'll also link it down below. All the things that I have that I can find online, I will link down below for you guys. But yeah, I love that thing. It's so good, you know, especially if you have things that don't come with like charging cubes and just only USBs. You can plug that in. Like I remember my portable charger didn't come with a cube plug-in. It was just USB, so I charged it on there. And I think my power strip was in extension cord power strip, so I was able to, like, you know, put it wherever I wanted it, and it didn't have to be right next to the wall to plug in, so that was really good. The next thing that's an essential, as I was talking about with the Brita water filter, is to have a hydro flask or just a reusable water bottle, because like I said, you don't want to have to buy cases and cases of water bottles and just be like throwing them all away all the time. I know our dorm had a recycle, but you know, like, who wants to have a recycle bin under their bed and have to go take it down like every time it gets full? Like, no, it's so much simpler and like I think more eco-friendly if you just had a like hydro flask or like little water bottle to keep all your water in, and you could just refill it with the Brita filter whenever it got empty. You know what I mean? It's like more Akamai, you know? If you guys don't know what Akamai means, it means smart in Hawaiian, so be Akamai. The next essential for me was my headphones, and then my dad for Christmas he bought me AirPods, so obviously like whatever headphones you can get. I seen kids walking around with Beats, especially at the gym. My roommate actually had Beats and she loved them. I just, whatever earphones, even the ones with wires, it doesn't matter, just having headphones with you when you're in class is like essential, personally, in my opinion, especially when you're walking around. Like when you're not in the mood to talk to anybody, you're just plugging your earphones and you're just like walking back to your dorm, you're like, nope, I'm not dealing with it today, I'm not in the mood. The next thing I'd recommend is plates, utensils, and cups. So I didn't do a dorm haul video, which I wish I did, because I got like, me and my roommate got like pretty cute sets. So I got at Target, they have like different solid colors of plates, and I think they're like 75 cents or something like crazy like that per plate and stuff. So I think I bought 2 plates, 2 cups, and 2 bowls for our dorm, and my roommate did the same in whatever color she wanted. So I think I ended up getting like a gray color, and then I bought a utensil set from Target as well, and they all just stayed in one of my drawers, so whenever we wanted to eat in the room, or whenever we took takeout from the cafeteria and we wanted to reheat it up, we could just put on the plates and stuff. So it's really good to just have that, especially if you have friends over and say they wanted water, then they could just pour water into the cup instead of like, I don't know, drinking straight out of the container. You know what I mean? Like, it's just good to have. The next thing I'd recommend is a Keurig. If you're a coffee or tea lover, I'd recommend getting a Keurig, because there was a Starbucks on campus and we were allowed to use our meal points, but I just think it's so much better to just make your coffee in your dorm, so you can just like grab it and go, like you don't have to stop anywhere, because campus center was always like my farthest walk, because I didn't have any classes that were past campus center, so I'd literally have to go out of my way to go to Starbucks. But yeah, I'd recommend getting a Keurig. I just had the little mini one, the Keurig Mini, and it worked like a charm. I was able to make my tea, make my coffee, and it was so simple and easy. The last thing on my list I have is a diffuser. Even if you have to get like a mini diffuser, it's just good to have, especially like during the winter time. I know I got like very congested, especially during finals time as well. You know, just to put in like some de-stress oils and have it diffused in your room, or even some breathe ones like lavender, tea tree, all that kind of stuff. just a diffuser to calm me down. If you're like that type of person that likes that stuff, I'd recommend it because I know it really helped me. That's all I have today for my dorm room essentials video. I hope you guys really liked it, and if you guys are excited for my back to school videos, which will be posted anytime now, pretty soon, I'm gonna go school supply shopping and clothing shopping. So if you guys are super excited to see that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and turn the bell notification button on so you get notified when my next video uploads, and you guys can watch my back to school clothing haul and supplies haul for my second year of college. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!